Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you my Wild Orchid Craft Wednesday project for the Wild Bunch. And is there anything cuter than a toothless child smile? It's goofy, it's cute. So I was thinking, our niece Amanda is just turned 5, and it's really only a matter of a few months, probably within the next year definitely, that she's going to start losing her teeth. So I made my sister a little mini for her to keep track of when Amanda loses her teeth. It's in the shape of a tooth. Isn't that cute? And what I did is I cut it out of medium weight chipboard. I edged it with a Krylon Shortcuts paint pen in red. I just didn't want to have the raw chipboard showing, but I totally could have done it in white or just painted everything in white acrylic. Then I cut the tooth out again in white cardstock, covered each of the 6 pages, and then these are the flowers that I used from Wild Orchid Crafts. I started out with from the red mixed cherry blossom, this color red. I used that as the center point flower. Then right here. Then on either side of it, I used the 15mm open roses, and on the other side of that, I used the 10mm open roses. And here's the difference between the 15 versus the 10. See that? It is a noticeable difference. So I did that on both sides, and then a little bit on this part of the tooth. Then the postmark stamp I cut out of red cardstock with this McGill punch, and the baby teeth I printed out on my printer as well as the Amanda's, and I cut the square 5/8 square, which is from EK Success, this punch. Then on the corners of each of the corners of this punch, I put the 3mm bright red or deep red rhinestones, which are also from Wild Orchid Crafts. And the reason I did 4 is in conjunction with the 20. There are 20 baby teeth that kids get, and the 20 is from the Tim Holtz Ideology game pieces. There are, I think, there are central incisors, lateral incisors, canines, first molars, and secondary molars. And there's 1 in each quadrant, so there's 4, and there's the total of 20. I know, it's silly. But I also used some red crystals. I just trimmed them off of the stem and added them around the flowers. See that? And to mimic, or and you know, everyone's tried this when they were a child, to pull out a loose tooth with a piece of string. So I used this gorgeous divine twine in black and white around the tooth, and just went around the entire front page. So I'm going to leave this blank. Oh, and I just used a red binding ring, and the eyelets that I used are just white. And this is from, I think this is from Heidi Swapp. Yep. This little tag marker is from Heidi Swapp, and I just used this, and then the interior I printed off of my printer. So there's my Wild Orchid Crafts Wednesday project. It's this cute little tooth fairy book. She can take photographs, or I'll also include little white envelopes inside, like these. So if she wants to hold on to the tooth, she can certainly do that. And I'll just check with my sister whether she wants to do that or not. How cool would this be to pass this on to her child once she's grown? So I thought it was a cute little project. If anyone has any questions about any of the products I use, I will list them in the description below, as well as a link to the Wild Orchid Crafts site. I will have additional description or greater detailed description on my blog, which I will also include a link below. If anyone has any questions, please leave me a comment. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching.